dear students of class 8. I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back to my class. In the last video, we understood about the soil as a resource, how the soil is formed, and what are the factors that affect the soil formation. Now, let us understand about a major problem, that is degradation of soil. We know that soil is a renewable resource and it will get renewed, but it will take millions of years to form. There was a balance between the rate at which the soil was formed and the rate the soil was getting eroded. But there is an imbalance now. That means the soil is getting eroded at a very faster rate. The quality of the soil is getting degraded at a very faster rate compared to the rate at which the soil is getting formed. So, soil degradation is a major concern. What is soil degradation? Soil degradation is referred as decline in physical, chemical, and biological quality of soil, like loss of organic matter in soil, leading to decline in its fertility, increase in salinity, and alkalinity in soil. Soil erosion and depletion of soil are major concern. Now, what do you mean by soil erosion? Soil erosion means displacement or removal of the topsoil. You can also say that the upper layer of the soil. Now, how this displacement is caused? This displacement is caused by both the natural factors, that means active agents of erosion, like water, wind, glacier, and also by human factors, that is by us. So soil is getting eroded. There is an increased rate in erosion of soil, and the factors can be both natural and human factors. Clear? Now let us understand that what are the causes of soil erosion. Now let us know about the factors which are causing soil degradation. Soil is an important factor because we human beings are mostly dependent on soil. We obtain all our necessary products, mainly the food that we eat, from soil, right? So what is happening due to increase in population is increasing. Now, with the increase in population, it is leading to the demand for food grains. Now, how they will obtain the food grains? For that they need money. So for this reason, establishing of industries with increasing population, It is required to create more and more settlement, the places where human being can live. So this in turn is leading to the major problem of deforestation. With the increase in demand of food grains, deforestation is a major problem. Along with deforestation, we can also see that due to the increase in production, there will be increase in the use of HYV seeds. That means high yielding variety seeds. The seeds which will give us more yield, because the population is increasing, so the production need to be increased. Now, with the increase in use of HYV seeds, it also needs to increase the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. This is leading to more irrigation facilities, that means for high yield, what we are doing, we are utilizing HYV seeds, with which we are utilizing the more use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. This in all is leading to more use of irrigation facilities. Now, due to irrigation facilities, waterlogging is becoming a major problem, and due to waterlogging, salinity and alkalinity in the soil is increasing. Now, soil is getting eroded due to heavy rainfall. As vegetation cover is not there because trees are being cut down, so easily running water or wind can carry away the soil. So rain wash is a major factor which is causing soil degradation. Landslide, floods are also causing land degradation. During the time of flood, the amount of water in the water body increases. So as the volume of water increases, so what will happen, that it will flow its bank. That means there will be overflow along the bank, and as there will be overflow, so the water will remove the upper layer of the soil. Also, sometimes due to heavy rainfall, we can see that in the clay soil, it cuts deep channels like this, and these channels are called gullies, which make the land unsuitable for further cultivation. So these are the factors which are causing soil degradation. Now let us see how we can conserve the soil. So we have to know about the methods of soil conservation. Now let us know about the methods of soil conservation. Which is the first method, is mulching. What is a mulch? Mulch means a layer of organic matter. If you people are interested in gardening, or your parents are interested in gardening, you may have seen that in the garden area is covered up with organic matter. The bare ground is covered up with organic matter that is referred as a mulch. Now the organic matter is a straw. Here you can see that these are the bare ground. Between the crops, these are the bare grounds, or between the plants, the bare grounds are covered up with organic matter like straw. Why? So that it can retain moisture. So for retention of moisture, it will help to reduce evaporation It will keep the roots and bulbs of the plants cool in summer and warm in winter. It will also protect the soil from getting eroded by the movement of water or by the wind action. It will help to retain the moisture of the soil. So what is mulching? Mulching means that the bare ground between plants are covered with thick layer of organic matter like straw. This is number 1, that is mulching. Now let us move ahead with the next method. The second method is contour barrier. First, let us understand what do we mean by contour. You can see this is a hill slope and these are the contours. Contour means lines which join places of equal heights or elevation. So what are contours? Contours means lines joining places of equal height. So this is a contour, that is a line which is joining the places of equal height. Now in the hill slopes along the contour, these barriers are constructed. Now what are used to create the barriers? It can be stone, grass or soil are used as barriers, and here these are trenches. These are trenches. You people have played hurdle races many a time. So what happens in hurdle races? Hurdles are given so that it will reduce your speed. So here also in terms of contour barriers, these are hurdles. That means the trenches. Why these trenches are made? These trenches are made along the barriers so that the water or soil can get collected here. When it will rain very heavily, the water will not seep down. Rather, the water will get accumulated here. This is referred as contour barrier. So what is contour barrier? Contour barrier means stone, grass, soil. These are used as barriers, and trenches are made in front of the barrier or along the barrier to collect water. So these are the trenches and these are my contour barriers, which can be stone, grass, or soil. These are the contour barriers. Okay. Now let's move ahead with the next method. Contour plowing. What is contour plowing? Now, this is the natural shape of the hill slope. So, the plantation or cultivation is done in such a way that we are not altering or making any changes in the natural shape of the hill slope. So, how we are doing the cultivation? People in the hilly areas, they cultivate parallel, that means plowing parallel to the contour lines. So this is contour line and we are plowing parallel to the contour line. Why? Because in times of heavy rainfall, what will happen As it is a steepy slope, the water will take away or carry away all the soil, right? So it will lead to erosion of soil. But because of the contour plowing, that is plowing parallel to the contour lines, that is plowing parallel along the contour of a hill slope, the trees here will restrict the movement of wind, and also it will restrict soil erosion by the action of water. And also along with plowing, they practice contour barrier, so it will reduce soil erosion in the hilly regions. So what are contour plowing? Plowing parallel the contour of a hill slope to create a natural barrier. Obviously it will be a natural barrier to reduce soil erosion. So this is referred as contour plowing. Now let us know about the next method. So this one is contour plowing. Next method is terrace farming. Now what is terrace farming? What happens in the hilly regions, like we read in the contour plowing, we are not changing or altering the natural slope of the hill. But in terrace farming, what we do, we cut out this flat or broad steps like this. And on this flat and broad steps, the cultivation is mostly done. That means we are altering the shape of the hill slope by cutting flat or broad steps or terraces. You can see these are same like the steps of the staircase. It is looking like that. So this is referred as terrace farming. Now, so these are the terraces. Now why the terraces are cut down? Because so that the flat land can be utilized for cultivation, and also it will reduce soil erosion. How? When it will rain, the soil will not flow down, because in the terraces the water will get locked. That means there will be a water logging and the roots of the plants will soak the water. There will be more amount of seepage of water into the ground, right? So it will help in the recharge of groundwater. So the water will get logged here. Most of the water will get seeped into the soil, and thus it will reduce erosion. So what do you mean by terrace farming? Terrace farming means broad, flat steps or terraces are cut down for cultivation. That means to grow crops, to reduce erosion of soil. So what is terrace farming? Broad flat steps or terraces are cut down for cultivation so that we can grow crops. So this is the fourth method. Terrace farming. Now let us move ahead with the next method. So I already explained to you about the term gullies, right? That in the deep clay soil, what happens? The deep channels are cut down and they form gullies like this, which actually increase erosion. This is a type of erosion, soil erosion. So here the rocks are piled up so that it can reduce the channel flow velocity and can reduce soil erosion by forming gullies or by flooding. So what are rock dams? Rocks. It can be rocks, sand, gravel or any other material which can be used to obstruct the flow of water are piled up to slow down the movement of water, to prevent gullies and erosion by flood. So what are rock dams? Rock, sand, gravel or any other material are piled up so that it can obstruct the flow of water. So this is our fifth method, that is rock dam. The sixth method is intercropping. Intercropping means, you can see here, this is a plot of land, and in this plot of land you can see in alternate rows different crops are grown. Suppose in one row potato is grown and in other row cabbage. That means the same plot of land has been utilized to grow more than one type of crop. So in alternate rows different types of crops are grown and they are shown at different time. Why it is done? To increase the productivity from the same plot of land. It is helping to hold the fertility of the soil, because potato and cabbage will not require the same amount of water or same other facilities to grow. That means the fertility of the soil will be upheld, right? And what else? During the time of rainfall or strong movement of wind, it will restrict erosion of soil by wind or by water. So what is intercropping? Intercropping means growing different crops at an alternate rows which are sown at different time to hold the fertility of the soil. So this is the sixth method, that is intercropping. Now let us move ahead with the last method, shelter belt. Trees act as shelter belt. In dry regions or in the regions of coastal areas, we can see that these trees should be planted in rows. Here you can see this is a piece of land and trees are planted. Why? So that it will help to break the movement of wind, the speed of wind. We know during the strong winds, when in times of storm, the winds are blowing very strongly. So they will carry away all the soil, right, and will lead to wind erosion. But if the trees are planted in rows in the coastal areas or in the dry regions where the movement of wind is very faster, there the soil can be held and the wind erosion can be reduced by creating this shelter belt. So in dry regions or coastal areas, rows of trees are planted to check wind erosion. So this is the seventh method, that is shelter belt. So which are the 7 methods that can be used to conserve the soil? Number 1 is mulching. Number 2 is contour barrier. Number 3, contour plowing. Number 4, terrace farming. Number 5, rock dam. Number 6, intercropping, and number 7, shelter belt. I hope all of you understood, and I hope so you people really understood that why it is so important for all of us to conserve the soil. All the natural resources are need to be conserved for our future generation, right? That is sustainable development. We have read about it earlier. So you will go through the NCERT and you will go through the PDF and the notes given in the description box. If you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any suggestion or any comments, you can comment in the comment box given below. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and do click on the bell icon for the further notifications of the upcoming videos. Till then, stay safe and stay at home. Thank you. Take care.